As more and more young people die of gun violence in Mississippi, the state is rejecting more and more families the help needed to pay for their burials. You may not know this, but every state in the country has a victims' compensation program that helps pay for burials, counseling, and medical bills. It was started by President Ronald Reagan, and it's funded by court fines and fees, not taxpayer money. In Mississippi, the fund is controlled by the Attorney General's office. Mississippi has one of the highest compensation denial rates for a reason that is being phased out across the country. The reason? The victim played a hand in their own death or attack. The rules set by the AG's office can be so strict that not being a prudent person, exercising poor judgment, and using obscene and threatening gestures can mean denial. Lucinda Wade Robinson's son was denied after a hearing because, according to the director of victims' compensation, he used obscene and threatening gestures. A later report also condemned his going to his parents' house, where potential adversaries were parked. He should have known what would happen, is what they were saying. The men responsible for Wade Robinson's killing were never prosecuted for his death. Wade Robinson was asking for $6,500 to offset the cost of the funeral and burial. Mississippi is also one of the only states that denies victims for prior wrongdoing, even if it was victimless. After he had been shot and killed, after law enforcement had processed the crime scene, Chris Magsby was found to have broken his non-adjudication agreement because of a bag of cocaine found in his car. His old charge was for trespassing. The consequence? His mother was denied help paying for his funeral. The fund has money left over. At least $2 million of unobligated funds was left on the table in 2024. In counties with low clearance rates, restitution can be harder to come by. This is a last resort for families, as burials still average above $5,000 in many communities. Over the last 4 years, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and New Hampshire put a stop to rejections due to drug possession and allegations made about a victim's behavior leading up to their death. And Louisiana got rid of denials if the victim had drugs in their system. The Attorney General's office chose not to comment. Read the full story at MississippiToday.org.